Hi, and welcome to another episode of Twin Cities Real Estate Rhetoric. My name is Tom Sommers, and I'm joined by my co-host, Tovi Muma. Hey, Tovi, how are you today?
Hi, Tom. I'm good.
Welcome back to everybody that is tuning in to us on a regular basis. We appreciate the support as we try to build our radio show. And to all of you who are new to this podcast, radio show, webcast, call it what you like, welcome. We are two licensed real estate agents working with Edina Realty in the Twin Cities metropolitan area. And we're going to talk all things real estate, buyers, sellers, residential property. Most of our shows have recent shows have been on things for buyers. So we thought, let's mix it up today, considering how the market is twisting and turning and changing, and let's do something for the sellers. So today we're going to talk about, if you're going to list your house, why would this be a good time? And yes, I know some of you will argue and say, well, when is there a bad time if you're talking to a realtor? Say, fine, but nonetheless, we're going to talk about it. So you can choose to tune out, or you can listen to what we have to say. So let's start off before we go into the three things that we want to make highlights in this little video, and talk about what's going on currently in the market. Tovi, could you shed some light on everything for people?
I will. Basically, why we are talking about sellers getting your houses on the market, that is because the supply of homes on the market is down considerably from last year. Okay. We are down in active listings 31%. So to give you an idea of 31% down, last year, March of 2012, there was a total of active listings 18,200. Now, this March, 12,615.
That's a huge drop.
It's a huge drop.
And I think the reason for that is a lot of people just gave up. But the market is not the same as it was a year ago. We literally have seen the market turn from a buyer's market to a seller's market in what feels like overnight, but it's been about 6 months. But that's still, it's a huge turn real quick. And we're looking at 10 to 15% or better in some areas of appreciation literally just in the last 6 months. So things may nowhere be near as doom and gloom as maybe they were for you a year or two ago. And this might be a time now to kind of revisit what the possibilities are to selling your home.
And one thing I want to add to that, I know people will say, well, what about the short sales and the foreclosures? Looking through some of the Twin Cities Area Association of Realtors notes, they are saying that there's a more favorable balance of traditional homes versus distressed homes on the market right now too.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so in March, 75% of all new listings were actually traditional sellers.
That's huge.
Not short sales. I know, not short sales, not bank-owned properties.
And I think and the reason for that, too, is that we're just finally ending that cycle where we're just not going to see the huge amount of foreclosures anymore that we have in years past. And I think a lot of the people who have lost or are going to lose their home have done so at this point. So we're not going to see as many short sales unless somehow the economy takes a big turn, which is not expected.
No.
So, well, let's go on to the 3 points that we want to make about considering listing your home. The first one would be the lack of competition.
Right. The stand out now.
Yeah.
Put your house on the market now before even more sellers get out there and start saturating the market. There's a lack of competition. Put your house on the market now and be one of the first ones out there. Don't wait until everybody else comes.
Well, and to all of you naysayers who are just going to say, oh, here's another couple of real estate idiots that are trying to tell me to sell my house. Well, maybe so. Maybe we're idiots. I don't know. But I can tell you this. There's never a bad time to sell. And I'm not saying it just as a real estate agent, because everyone has to sell for different reasons at different times. So today we just want to point out to you, with the surge in the market, that this is a really great opportunity to catch the wave before everybody figures it out. It's like buying into a really low stock. It's like coulda, woulda, shoulda 5-6 months from now. And so we're trying to get the word out now that, hey, here's your chance to kind of get involved and make a choice as to whether or not it's a fit for you.
Yes.
Very so second one would be it's a quicker sale if you do something now. Why is that?
Well, a couple of reasons. Number one, buyers have been out and they have basically looked at everything that's on the market right now. So they are sitting by their computers and they are waiting for another home to come on the market in that area. And as soon as they do, as soon as something pops up on the computer, they're out right away looking at it. And it's not just that one buyer, it's going to be probably a flood of buyers that are looking.
And because you got to consider that the good stuff is going to sell that's priced right, and the crap is going to sit. So when you have multiple offers in a lot of different areas, you've got all these buyers who either A, can't find the house that works right for them for whatever reason, or they've already been beat out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times or more in multiple offers. So I actually, as well as Toby, have buyers that are sitting at their job all day long with our updates on, and they just keep hitting the refresh button so they can call me the minute that this house comes on the market. But I love that dedication, because truly in this market, if you're a buyer and you're looking in an area for a well-priced home where a lot of other buyers are looking, you need to have that kind of conviction.
Yep.
So Toby's right. I mean, you're going to get a lot of activity if you market your home now, because there's such a lack of quality homes for sale.
Yep.
So then moving on from that, thirdly, would be you're going to get a higher price right now than you would have 6 months ago.
Sure. And that just, again, is because there's going to be that flood of people waiting for your house to come on the market. If it fits 1 or 2 or 3 people's needs, they're all going to be putting an offer in. And if you're priced right, if you're priced where the competitions are selling, you're going to get multiple offers, and that's going to raise the price a little bit. It's not going to inflate it. I mean, not like $20,000 overinflate it, but it is going to,
Well, you've
price it up a
gained,
little bit more.
yeah, you've gained the 10 to 15% first off with the market being the way it is. But I
Right.
think what Toby's also trying to say is that doesn't give you the levity to just go and throw up another, 20K on top of it. You have to be reasonable. You have to look at the different comps that are out there and all of the
Right.
different factors that we use to determine the value to price your home right. Because if you overprice your home, it'll sit, it won't sell, and you'll ultimately sell it for considerably less than you would if you just priced it right to start with. And Toby, didn't you have some statistics on that too?
Well, yeah. I mean, basically, if I am working with a seller and I'm going through a competitive market analysis, we can look back at properties that are still listed on the market, and you can go back to what their first original price was starting and how many price adjustments they've done. And they'll have been on the ones that are still on the market, they've been on for 60 days. The ones that are selling right away, the ones that sold for basically what they listed at, they're selling in anywhere from 1 to 10 days, and they're making exactly what they were listed at.
So would you say it's a fair statement then to make that if you price your home to sell, that you've got a really good chance of getting 99% plus of list price to sale price?
Right.
Whereas when you overprice your home and it sits on the market for more than 2 months, you're probably going to get 90% or less of what the list price is.
Most definitely you are going to get less, yeah.
Well, that right there, that tells you everything. So when you're choosing a real estate agent, don't choose them because they think they can get you the highest price. The
Yeah.
market determines the value of your home, not the agent. What our role is as agents is to guide you through, help you price it properly, help you get it sold by marketing it and negotiating and helping you with all of the facets of getting it done. That's where our value is. So in working on this little podcast of ours, we're always trying to make things better by improving our lighting and sound and quality, and we're also trying to do other neat things for you as buyers and sellers. So we have a new little tool we're going to launch today. It's a web page, and it's called thehousewidget.com. So if you're in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area and you would like to get a rough idea, or actually an accurate idea of what your house is worth, all you need to do is go to that website, www.thehousewidget.com, type in your information, and put Twin Cities Real Estate, Redrick, or Radio Show, anything that's identifiable to this at the bottom, and submit that information, and we will follow up with you. We're happy to meet with you one-on-one. Toby can come out, I can come out, we can both come out. Maybe you don't want to deal with that, but we're happy to do that as well. So whatever you might need, please feel free, because that'll give you an accurate idea of where you stand in the marketplace, what your value is, and more importantly, what your bottom line is. We hope that this has been helpful for you today. We appreciate you staying with us. So for the 3 or 4 of you that are still watching, thank you. All right. Toby, any parting words today on this?
No, just give us a buzz.
Okay. Well, there you go. You've heard it. There's your call to action. Give us a buzz. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thanks.